Okay, so uh, let me talk about in summary what is design of experiments. So, design of experiments is about designing an experiment with the different levels of factors. So, first we have to find out which factors are influencing the Y, the output, and once we know which factors are influencing the Y, uh, these factors, identifying different levels of these factors, we can experiment within those factors using the different levels. So, just to take an example, if you take a simple example of uh, five-star hotel trying to improve its tastes, and let's say the five-star hotel or any restaurant has found that the factors which are influencing the taste of the coffee the four factors are chef, coffee brand, sugar quantity, and milk quantity. And a quick uh, project or an analysis finds that the best levels for chef means if two chefs A and B prepare the coffee, that's the best taste you get. If Nescafe and Costa is used, then you get the best tastes, and then you have got sugar quantity 5 grams and 10 grams, then you get the best taste, and milk quantity you have 50 ml to 75 ml. So these are the levels of the various factors which are giving you the best taste. So we already know that these levels are giving you the best taste, and these factors are very important, which are affecting the taste. We have already improved our process. It's really running good, but we can further analyze it. We can further enhance it. We can further improve on it. So we can further, how we can further improve on it? By running an experiment within the established levels. So these are the four factors: chef, coffee, sugar, and milk. I can start experimenting with different levels of these factors. So I've chosen Chef A, Nescafe, 5 grams and 50 ml, and I give it to say 10 people or uh, 20 people. This coffee prepared with this combination. We call this as treatment combination, and we find that taste is 8.2. And then similarly, we move on. We go to second run, third run. These are known as runs. And total number of runs possible for a full factorial experiment would be level to the power of factor. So here I've got how many runs? Uh, I can have possibly 16 runs because I've got four factors and two levels. So we have levels 2 and factors 4. So I have possibly 16 runs. So to a full factorial experiment, what I have to do? I have to run an experiment with all possible combinations. So 16 experiments will give you all possible combinations. Now you can replicate those 16 runs one more time so that you don't miss out on any special cause affecting the response. So there may happen that might happen that you might miss out on because of some special cause you did not get the optimum value of your response. So if you run this experiment one more time, it is highly unlikely that special cause will occur one more time. So that's why we run this experiment one more time. So that's known as repetition. Now you can also randomize those repetition. So we call it as a replicates. So you can replicate the experiment with the randomization, and that will ensure that there is no bias, and you can classify those or you can analyze those experiments. How to do that? So let's take an example. Let's take an example here, and let's say that in the aviation, in the airport, we want to reduce the number of delays, or a total delay in the at the airport in the flights, departure flights, on time departure flights is what we want to achieve. So delays are due to different reasons. We get our X factors, and one of the two X factors, let's assume, are uh, the staff. Sometimes staff may be affecting, and the shifts. Let's say, there's a significant difference between the shift as well. So these are the two important factors. If I choose two levels of staff as less than 5 year experience and more than 5 years experience, and then shift as day and night. So I've got two levels of two factors each. I can design experiments. So Minitab will design these experiments for me. And how to do that? So let us see what I will do. I will go to Stat, Design of Experiments, Factorial Design, and create Factorial Design. And I will create a Factorial Design. You're looking at the possible design. So I've got full Factorial Design. I'll ignore this and then go to the factors, and I put my factors here. Factors here are shift, and it's text. This is A, this is B. So there are two shifts, and then experience. We have experience, which is text again, and then less than 5 years experience. And greater than 5 years experience. And I'll just non-randomized runs. So I've just unclicked randomized runs. And I will design an experiment. So experiment is already designed now. I can run an experiment. So shift A, I will give it to less than 5 years experienced people, and I'll see how much is the total delay of the flights on that particular day, on that shift. So let's say the delays which we capture, the data which we capture is this combination, this run, first run gave 48 minutes of total delay. Yeah, 48. The next one is 96. Next one is, let's say, 72. And then the next one is 36. Then okay, so now we have collected the data. Once we have collected the data, I will analyze. So analyzing the factorial design, the delay, the responses of my delay, that's what I'm studying. And with the terms which are available for me to analyze are shift, experience, and interaction term as well, which automatically, Minitab takes care of that automatically. And once that is done, I will again now create the factorial plots. So go to Stat, DOE, Factorial, and Factorial plots. Analyze the factorial plots. Now we go to Factorial plots, and I want to plot the delay against shift and experience. Automatically, Minitab has recognized that, and it has put it in that box. And now we have got two graphs. What are the two graphs? The main effects plot. Main effects plot means in total, the average delay in shift A is 60 minutes. Average delay in shift B is 65 minutes. Experience-wise, low experienced people, like less than 5 years experienced people, are causing more delay. Experienced people like more than 5 years experience is causing less delay. So here I would say that is what main effects plot is indicating. But there is an interaction between the two. So less than 5 years is blue and more than 5 years is red. Actually, it is more than 5 years. It's not coming out as more than 5 years. Like it's more than 5 years. So less than 5 years and more than 5 years. You can see that the best possible combination is I want to minimize the delay in the system. So the minimum delay is occurring when shift A, I put less experienced people, that is less than 5 years experienced people, and in shift B, I will put more than 5 years experienced people. It will minimize the delay in the whole system. Okay. So that is how we can do design of experiments, and that was just a way to show how you can do it, DOE, how you can design an experiment and how you can run it and how you can analyze it.